เดี๋ยวแป๊บหนึ่งนะครับขอเช็คความพร้อมนะวันนี้อากาศเย็นนะครับหนาวอัตราบิดต่ำไปโอเคงั้น มาทำเควสกันต่อดีกว่าเควสหลักนะครับเหมือนมันค้างหรือเปล่าไม่แน่ใจไม่ค้างเนาะวิชโนไลน์เลยสตรีมเหมือนภาพมันค้างหรือเปล่าไม่แน่ใจทำไมที่ทวิชไม่ขึ้นโอเคพร้อมแล้วสวัสดีครับสวัสดี ค่อยดีขึ้นหน่อยต่อไปเควสต่อไปเขาให้เราไปหาเอ่อให้เราไปหาศาสตราจารย์ไปสฟิก
Looking a bit scruffy today, aren't we?
จะเปลี่ยนเสื้อคลุม ว้าวเทศกาลดนตรี
Heads about this? Oh, I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean.
มี มีผีตีกัน หน้าไลฟ์ในเสิร์ชค้างเป็นสีดำครับ หน้าไลฟ์ในทวิตเหรอ หน้าไลฟ์ในทวิตค้างเป็นสีดำเกิดอะไรขึ้นวะเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะครับ ขอดูปัญหาในทวิตแป๊บนึง มันก็ขึ้น excellent นี่ เกิดอะไรขึ้นกับทวิตน่ะ วันนี้เครื่องดูหนุ่งๆ มันแอบโหลด Windows อีกหรือเปล่า Your stream โอเค ไม่เป็นไรงั้น ฮัลโหล ฮัลโหล มีใครอยู่ไหมครับ เมื่อกี้ OBS มันหลุดอ่ะ กลับมาแล้ว โอเคเนี่ยเหมือนในทวิชจะดูไม่ได้ ทวิชแต่มันขึ้นว่าไลฟ์สดอยู่นะแต่มันเป็นสีดำเหรอทำไมภาพที่ทวิชไม่ขึ้นในทวิชได้ยินแต่เสียงไม่มีภาพเอองั้น งั้นวิญญาณมาดูใน YouTube ก่อนได้ไหมไม่รู้ปัญหาเกิดจากอะไรแต่อยากเล่นแล้วอะโอเคครับดู YouTube ไปก่อนนะครับวันนี้เนาะสำหรับคนที่อยากดูแล้วไปเจอเสียงในทวิชก็ย้ายมาดู YouTube ก่อนนะ ขอโทษจริงๆครับไม่รู้เกิดจากอะไรภาพมันไม่ขึ้นไม่เคยเจอปัญหานี้เหมือนกัน
Incendio.
เรียกครับเล่นเลยนะเมื่อวานยังดีๆอยู่เลย
Off on another adventure, are we?
สงสัยมานานแล้วเนี่ยเสียงใครทำไมวันนี้มันดูกระตุกกระตุกชั่นภาษาไทยซับไตเติลภาษาไทยให้ยังไม่หมดเลยนะเยอะมาก4 ชั่วโมงถึง Professor Fig นะครับ As in my schedule wasn't concrete enough the ministry had changed อ๋อเป็นจดหมายที่ส่งมาหาศาสตราจารย์ฟิกว่าเราเนี่ยกำลังจะเข้าเรียนในชั้นปีที่ 5แล้วก็ให้ไปหาศาสตราจารย์วิสลีย์เพื่อทำรายละเอียดคนส่งมาก็คือหัวหน้าอาจารย์ใหญ่ Headmaster เป็นการแจงหน้าที่ว่าให้เราทำในส่วนนี้
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
สรุปที่เขาคุยกันเมื่อกี้เลยนะก็คืออาจารย์ศาสตราจารย์ฟริกเนี่ยคุยกับผู้ชายอีกคนหนึ่งคิดว่าน่าจะเป็นศาสตราจารย์เหมือนกันเกี่ยวกับประเด็นที่ลูกวูดทำงานร่วมกับแลนด์ร็อกมีเมลมาแหละแล้วก็เราก็เล่าเรื่องที่เราไปเจอในห้องใต้ดินให้ฟังว่าเราไป
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
ก็คือแล้วเราก็เล่าเรื่องเหตุการณ์ที่เราฟังว่าเราเจอในนั้นเราเจออะไรแล้วเราก็เจอหนังสือเล่มนี้แล้วก็เจอหินซิดอีกอันนึงมีความทรงจำที่เกี่ยวกับนักเรียนในชั้นปีที่5แล้วก็เวทมนต์โบราณเหมือนกันแล้วก็ระหว่างนี้เนี่ยเดี๋ยวศาสตราจารย์เขาจะไปที่กระทรวงเวทมนต์เพื่อ
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
โอเคครับอาจารย์แล้วก็ระหว่างนี้เนี่ยศาสตราจารย์ฟิกเนี่ยเขาจะไปที่กระทรวงเวทมนต์เพื่อที่จะเล่าเหตุการณ์ที่คุณจอร์จในตอนเปิดต้นคลิปเนี่ยเขาตายไปแล้วว่าเขาตายยังไงอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็ระหว่างเนี้ยProfessor Pigก็ให้เราตั้งใจเรียนแล้วก็พัฒนาฝีมือต่อไปนะครับแล้วก็เมื่อกี้นี้มีเมลมาจากเนตตี้บอกว่าเขาจะขอเจอเราที่ฮอกส์ฟิลด์อันนี้น่าจะเป็นสอนการใช้แผนที่กันแหละน่าจะใช่แล้วก็เดี๋ยวอาจจะเรียกไปเราไปคุยให้เร็วที่สุดเท่าที่เป็นไปได้แล้วก็เมลจากศาสตราจารย์เฮกเคทเมื่อกี้นี้บอกว่าเขาจะสอนคาถาสำหรับการป้องกันตัวแล้วเขาให้เราทำกันบ้านก่อนหลังจากทำบ้านเสร็จแล้วก็ให้ไปเจอเขางั้นเราจะไปเจอเนตตี้ก่อนนะครับ โอ้ยเมาส์หายยังมีคนดูในทวิชอยู่เหรอครับเห็นภาพไหมอันนี้อยากรู้เหมือนกันเราต้องไปไหนนะคอร์สวันครั้งที่3 Spell Practice เด็กสาวจากอูกาดูวาร์ปไปตรงไหนใกล้ทางออกที่สุดตรงนี้สินะ
Revelio.
โบเคนบลูมเศษไม้กวาดที่แตกเหรอเศษไม้กวาดที่แตกเนี้ยจะกลายเป็นเซเรนีวานาบีเป็นสลูมอนทูวิลเมอัพสเตชเศษไม้กวาดที่แตกชั้นเรียนสัตว์วิเศษออกชนหินลืมดูทางมุมนี้เห็นนะปราสาทสวยจังไม่ค่อยชอบบรรยากาศแถวนี้เลยอุ้ยน่ากลัวเอ้างั้นวาร์ปตรงนี้ใกล้สุดเลยดิเท่าจังไม่เป็นไรเมื่อไรจะขี่ไม้กวาดได้เอ้ย
I should investigate.
I should investigate เขาบอกว่าฉันควรจะสำรวจแถวนี้หมายถึงถ้ำเหรอเดี๋ยวค่อยมา investigate ทีหลังแล้วกันนะเอาเพชรหลักก่อน
It is good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you my friend
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
เขาถามเกี่ยวกับว่าทำไมแลนด์ล็อกถึงลุกบูธเนี่ยถึงต้องการตัวเราแล้วเขาก็แบบเหมือนอยากรู้ว่าอยากรู้ให้ผลว่าทำไมนะฉันตอบไม่ได้ They want something I found ผมค่อนข้างจะไว้ใจเนตตี้นะเนี่ยนะผมจะบอก
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
เมื่อกี้นี้เราเล่าให้ฟังว่าแบบเราสาเหตุที่เราโดนไล่ล่าเพราะว่าเขาต้องการบางอย่างที่เรามีแล้วก็เราก็เล่าให้เขาฟังเกี่ยวกับเวทมนต์โบราณที่เรามีเลยเป็นจุดประกายให้เนตตี้รู้สึกว่าเขาต้องการที่จะยืนหยัดสู้เพื่อบ้านหลังใหม่ก็คือฮอกวอตส์เนี่ยนะเหมือนจะเข้าร่วมกับเราเพื่อต่อต้านลูกบูธประมาณนั้น
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
เนตตี้เขาจะไปสืบ
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
เนตตี้ก็จะไปสืบให้นะเกี่ยวกับเรื่องของลูกบูธว่าเขากำลังจะทำอะไรแบบนี้น่าจะไปสืบไม่แน่ใจแปลไม่ทำกันว่าลักษณะไหนแต่ว่าเขาบอกว่าเขาจะอยู่ที่นี่หากเราต้องการแล้วก็มีเควสใหม่ตรงนู้นนะฮะ
What are
มี
you
คน
up to
ทะเลาะกัน
now?
เดี๋ยวขอสำรวจตรงนี้ก่อนนะ
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
But you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right here where I can see you. Now, why don't you do some more drawings for me?
Very well, Mummy.
เด็กคนนี้น่าจะเผื่อไปเห็นที่โปรกิฟนะแล้วเขาเล่าให้แม่ฟังว่า
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
เล่าให้แม่ฟังว่าเขาเห็นม้าที่มีปีกน่าจะเป็นที่โปรกิฟแล้วแม่ก็ดูจะไม่เชื่อนี่น่าจะเป็นหมู่บ้านคนไม่ใช่คนพิเศษหรือเปล่าไม่ใช่
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking travelling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
I hope you have your fun. I refuse! Stupid lot. Try dodging this lot. You insolent!
Revelio.
Stop that at once.
Oh เกิดอะไรขึ้นเนี่ยนี่มันเวทมนต์หรือว่าบั๊ก
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collection section
You've nowhere to hide.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this scooter!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Aha! Back from more. Knew you were still hanging about. You've made a great sensation. You're going to regret that. Stupid one.
คุณครับคุณไม่เห็น
What on earth just happened? I've never been
ไม่เห็นจ
accosted
ริงๆ
in
เหรอครับ
such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
ไม่เห็นจริงๆเหรอครับนี่มันเวทมนต์หรือบั๊กโอเคหายแล้ว
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
ใครคือ Priya
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
ก็คือผู้หญิงคนนี้เขามารีเสิร์ชเกี่ยวกับเมอร์ลินที่เรารู้จักกันเป็นพ่อมดเขาก็เรียนที่ฮอกวอตส์เหมือนกันนะแล้วก็เนี้ยเขาก็เลยอยากให้เราลองทำการทดลองในการรีเสิร์ชครั้งนี้นะว่าจะมีปฏิกิริยาอะไรกับตัวสัญลักษณ์นี้บนพื้นหรือเปล่าโดยใช้ตัว
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
ใช้ใบเมโลสวิชโรยลงไป
Notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
เรื่องเล่าแห่งเมอร์ลินโอ้ไปแล้วเขาบอกเขาจะทิ้งใบเมโลสวิตไปให้เราแต่ทิ้งไว้ให้เยอะแค่ไหนทิ้งไว้ให้4 อันถ้าต้องการเพิ่มต้องไปที่ฮอกมีส เป็นโอเคไปทำเควสกันต่อเลยก่อนไม่ทะเลทลายแล้วมั้ง
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
ขายของก่อนนะครับเดี๋ยวกระเป๋าเต็ม
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
เควสหลักให้เราไปเรียนสมุนไพรศาสตร์
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Lumos. Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Lumos.
Do come and find me.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
I adore getting out.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth!
I need to.
I really have.
Incendio. Revelio.
She growing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
ต้องดึงเองด้วยเหรอ พลังเสียง
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting table.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
The only place I'm able to concentrate is in the... Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea. A meat to car is already...
เขาบอกว่าคุณรู้ไหมว่าเราสามารถใช้แมนเดรกเนี่ยเพื่อป้องกันตัวเองได้ด้วยนะ เป็นความคิดที่ดี สมุนไพรเต็มเลย
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
น่ารักอะไรขนาดนี้
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
ก็คือให้เราลองไปใช้กะหล่ำปีจีนท็อปปิ้งนี่คืออะไรสับเหรอ
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
ฉันว่าศาสตราจารย์ควรระวังมากขึ้นเกี่ยวกับแมนดริกของเธอ
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
ฤดูกาลเขาบอกฤดูกาลที่เหมาะสมกับการเพาะปลูกคือฤดูกาลที่แล้วส่วนเวลาที่เหมาะสมฤดูกาลคือเวลานี้
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
คนนี้จะเป็นคนสอนเรานะแล้วเขาก็ทักเราเรื่องที่เราดวลกับเซบาสเตียน
Here
แส
we
ดง
are,
ว่าเซบาสเตียนนี่คือ
home of the
น่าจะเก่ง
Chinese
มากนะ
chomping cabbage. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
เขาให้เราลองปลากระหล่ำพวกนี้ใส่ก็คือกดแท็บค้างแล้วเลือกหลังจากนั้นกดแท็บเพื่อปล่อยโอ้
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their
สายซัมมอน
mouths
ต้อง
on.
มาแล้วป่ะอย่างเงี้ย
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters.
I'm sorry. What do I need to do?
Garlic said she wanted you to have a go at tending the cabbages. Give them some time to chomp and whatnot. Nothing to it, really. Just toss some of those Chinese chomping cabbages out. You'll see fairly quickly why we call them that. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Oh, those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Revelio.
Tiếngน้ำอะไร
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I'd collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Accio.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
เจอแมงมุมครับไม่ไหวแล้วนะครับวันนี้เหนื่อย เดี๋ยวว่าจะลงสตรีมแล้วนะ
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly.
แล้วก็เขาให้เราไปเรียนปรุงยาเช่นคลาส
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Blackwood, I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp.
The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippins.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Your potion should not be that A well-prepared witch or wizard always. Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Dragon Dart! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shah is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
ติดอะไร
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
นิโคลัสอยากคุยด้วย
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
That was an interesting class.
Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. Well, for certain you'd have helped.
It did sound like fun. I shouldn't have been so concerned with getting in trouble.
I think it's good to take risks every now and again, especially when it comes to potions class. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term. I'm avoiding our common room. Nearly lost an eye to a rogue quill.
เดี๋ยวไลฟ์นี้ไว้แค่นี้ก่อนดีกว่าจะพอแล้วไม่ไหวแล้วลงก่อนนะครับ